for Kelowna Lake Country.
Mr. Speaker, this Liberal government continues with wasteful spending. There's We Charity, storytellers for the Prime Minister, the Infrastructure Bank, fridges for Loblaws, checks to MasterCard, the Arrive scam app, and expensive hotels, just to name a few.
Wow.
Hardworking Canadians who send their money to Ottawa are not being respected. Canadians cannot afford this costly coalition. Will the Liberals end their inflationary spending?
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, if the member for Kelowna Lake Country was really concerned about hardworking Canadians, she would drop her opposition to supporting families with dental care for their kids. She would stop her opposition to sending a $500 check to the lowest income renters across the country who need help making ends meet right now. The Conservative Party continues to talk about trying to be there for people, but when it comes time to stand up and vote to help them, not only are they voting against it, but they're doing everything they can to kill our dental and rental bill. Shame on them, Mr. Speaker. When will they do the right thing and support low-income and middle-class Canadians?
The honourable member for Simcoe North.
Interest rates are up again, and the Bank of Canada says more raises are coming. Now the bank says that inflation reflects Canadian domestic factors, not the global factors that this government keeps blaming. The government said interest rates will remain low, and then they went on a spending spree. They said it was irresponsible not to spend. They said there would be no inflation, and then they said inflation would just be temporary. And now inflation's out of control and Canadians are paying more.
That's right.
Will the Prime Minister finally admit that his spending has made life unaffordable for Canadians?
That's right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, during this unprecedented pandemic, all parties worked together to deliver the kinds of supports that Canadians needed, whether it was CERB, whether it was the CEBA account for small businesses, whether it was support for seniors, whether it's support for students. We continued to step up. This government led the way, but we had the support of members across the aisle for many of these initiatives. Now, the members across the aisle are saying we shouldn't have been there for Canadians. We shouldn't have spent that money supporting Canadians with the CERB and the CEBA. Well, I ask Canadians to think back over the past couple of years and imagine what it would have been like had we not been there to support them.